Hello there, brothers and sisters of the Blitz universe. You're watching Blitz Addict. Welcome back to the channel, and today it's another review, this time on French line AMX 1390. I already did a review on AMX 12T, on AMX 1375, and this tank is basically the same as AMX 1375, which is a tier 7 light tank, French light tank. This one is a tier 8 tank. The main difference, and I think the only difference, is the gun. It has 90mm gun instead of 75mm gun, so this means you can clip out more damage, and that's the main difference, because in all other ways the same tank as AMX 1375. So it has a bit lacking gun depression and elevation, typical for the French lights, and which is just going through the whole line till the end, to the bat chat. So if you're interested in this tank, let's just quickly look at the stats. Then we're gonna look at the no armor it has. Just the front plate, as in case of AMX 1375, you can bounce from the front plate. I will show it to you in the armor inspector, and then we're gonna watch the gameplay. So stay tuned. Okay, so let us look at the stats. You have 1250 hit points. As it comes for armor, as you can see, the turret front is 40, sides and rear are 20. Same with the hull, almost the same, 40 on the front of the hull, the front upper plate. It's very steeply the angle of the front plate is very steep, so you can bounce the shots from time to time, which is really nice, and it happens quite often, so it's nice to do it. As it comes for the sides of a hull, it's only 20 and the rear is only 15. View range is 296.3 meters using optics, which is really nice for a tier 8 light tank. Nice camo, as you can see, typical for light tanks. While moving is same as stationary, and that's the main advantage of the light tanks, that have can move and still remain undetected. Okay, as it comes for DPM, 1899, which is quite nice. Magazine reload time is 16.32 seconds. Shell reload time is 2.5 seconds, which is a bit crappy, but still it can be effective. 3 shells in the magazine, as for the whole line. Average penetration 170 on AP, 248 on APCR, and 45 on HE. Average damage is 225 on AP, 190 on APCR, and 270 on HE. Aiming time is 3.2 seconds. Dispersion is 0.337, which isn't great, but still can be useful, because you are mainly be gonna using this tank in the mid and close range. If you want to snipe with it, okay, you can try, but still it's not that kind of tank. As it comes for depression, as I told you, just 13 degrees of elevation and just 6 degrees of gun depression. A bit better than the previous one, but still nothing special. Top speed 64 forward, 23 reverse, 42 average. Power to weight ratio is 25.8, which is quite nice. Weight a bit less than 15 tons. Turret traverse speed is quite nice, 57.08 degree per second, and the hull traverse speed is also nice. So, but I'm using consumable. It's almost 70 degrees per second, which is really nice. So as it comes for consumables, I'm using multi-purpose restoration pack, I'm using repair kit, and I'm using engine power boost, because it's a clipper, so you can't use adrenaline with it. That's why I'm using the power boost to get into spotting positions before the enemy does. As it comes for provisions, hot coffee, candid patty and improved fuel. As comes for ammunition, 37 rounds of AP, 8 rounds of APCR, and 3 rounds of HE. This HE isn't great, but still you can use it if you have a nice chance to do it, especially when you're decapping or on the light tanks. I'm using, for equipment, I'm using improved ventilation. I'm using enhanced gun laying drive. It's a mobile tank, it's a light tank, so you will basically drive and just shoot on the move in many cases. And the vertical stabilizer from the same reason. Improved modules, because if you frontline, if you COD a tank, it's nice to have this minus 20% of ram damage. Enhanced armor. Yeah, basically for the front plate, the only place where you can bounce your shots, but it gives you a chance to bounce, so it's nice to have this extra 4%, even though it has not much of an armor. As it comes for the last one, I would use enhanced tracks or a toolbox. It depends. Both will be correct for this tank, but I'm preferring toolbox in many cases, so probably I will get the toolbox. Of course, improved optics, of course, improved control, because this tank really doesn't need better power to weight ratio. It's really nice, but you gaining a little bit of maneuverability, which helps you in CODing and going fastly through the battlefield. And the last one will be consumable delivery system. In this case, because I can't use adrenaline and booster is enough, the time of duration of booster is enough, so I would use the consumable delivery system to get rest of my consumables ready earlier. So the first battle will be encounter on Dynasty Sparrow. Sorry. As you can see, we're gonna push the left side. According to team, they should be on the right side, so I decided to move on the right to get side shots, because this tank in general just doesn't have great penetration. It has nice camo values, so you can spot for your team. It has really nice clip burst damage, so you can do quite large damage in one clip. And it's so fast at the early stage of the game, you can easily spot. Then the best way to play this tank is to get on the side of the tank, to flank, get on the back or on the side of the tank, just clip out, hide, reset camo, relocate, clip out, and repeat. And that's the main technique that I use while I'm playing this tank. So firstly, I'm spotting for my team. I'm using my nice view range. I'm also using my nice camo values, and I'm also using my mobility. So you're gonna see in this battle that it's quite mobile tank, so you can flank around. Even if I'm a bit too cautious here, I see the T25-2 is left alone at the back. He just pushes back, so he'll be separated from the team. So I'm just going all the way around. My team is getting him, so we're gonna just go around and maybe we'll finish him. But unfortunately they were there first. But we're on the back of our enemy, so we can easily clip out this IS-2, and then we're gonna reset our camo. You have to remember that light tanks have the same values of camo on the move and while being stationary, so you can easily move through the battlefield and you will still reset your camo. And we're getting on the back of the tanks. As I told you, the penetration isn't great, so if you get at the back of the tanks, you can easily pen them, and you're mobile enough to do it. As you can see now, it's 4 on 3, which is not great because we only have one heavy, one medium, and me as a light, and the enemies have 2 heavies, medium Dracula and TD, which can easily HE me. And now it's 3 on 3, so all well and good. I know this IS-6 has a large amount of hit points left, but we want to clear the WZ first. Unfortunately, he'll be able to shoot us, as I remember, yeah, before we took him out. Now we're hiding back from the Dracula, because we're still reloading. And we're gonna have a chance to clear him, which we're gonna take. Unfortunately, he got us, but we still have, like, we can survive at least one shot. As I told you, the penetration isn't great. As you can see, even the sight in the back of the AS6 is a problem for us. And now we're on the reload, so we can't do much. We're just trying to annoy him a bit, just to save hit points of our team, because otherwise we can not be able to get him. As you can see, it's really hard to get him, but we managed to win this battle. It went quite well, over 2k damage. We did some spotting, so second class, 2255 damage, 3 kills, 34,000 credits earned with the premium account. I don't know if I use booster on this battle, but 904 XP. Let me just check for the credits. Yeah, we used the booster, so even without the booster you will get over 12k, like 13k. Without the premium, without the booster, you would lose money, but that's the way it works in the Blitz. The higher the tier, the lower the coefficients. Another game is Encounter on Oasis Palms, and in this game we'll just gonna see how you can easily spot for your team. There's a nice spotting place here, the middle, almost in the middle of a map, which we're gonna use, and we're gonna have our side shots if we spot the enemies in time. So it's really nice place. Even though our team decided to camp at the back, we still can be unspotted and do some damage before they can spot us. As you can see, we're still unspotted, no enemies available, so I'm reloading my clip because only one shell left. And it's always good to reload when you don't have any targets available. We're still sitting here. We can't push back really because can't push forward because there are 2 TDs. We're just trying to hide. And this prototype, I don't know. He didn't see me. Okay, that's fair enough. But if you get shot by shot, you're supposed to relocate. He has no idea where I am. Probably he thinks I'm on the other side where his team is, but he's receiving shots and he doesn't have no idea where I am. So as you play in the opposite, please just, even if you play for your team, if you're getting shot, please relocate, because otherwise we'll finish like this prototype. We just fully demolished him. Now we're on the reload. He's hiding, so nothing really going on. As you can see, it's 6 on 6. This prototype won't survive for long. He thinks he's unspotted, but he's spotted all the time by me. Our team can't hit him, but we can, so we're gonna just use it. Still sitting here. Maybe it would be better if you go somewhere else, but still I want to just clear the gun, because otherwise it's gonna be quite hard. We're using APCR. Unfortunately we missed, but another one will hit, and he's cleared already. As you can see, it's 5 on 4, so it's all good. We start not trying to move too much because we are on the reload. I know we unspotted, but I was just sitting for a bit more just to be sure I'm unspotted. And here we got the sight of a Tiger 2, which we're gonna use, but our team did it before us. But we have a D23 E3. I don't know how that bounced, but we still have one more left, which will give us a shot. So we clipped him. Now we're spotted and we're on the reload, so we are relocating, hiding, because we know there's a enemy on the right side. And now is the super Pershing which we can't pan frontally, so I decided to, when I resetted my camo, I decided just to move around, get at his back, and just take a shot at him. And it all worked out. So we're on 3 kills right now. We got spotted, so we're hiding again. And now we're gonna spot for our team just a bit more. I know where he is because he shot at me. And now we're gonna just try to spot him. Our team TD spotted him for us. And we're gonna use APCR again because it's really hard to get Lupus. Lupus is a kind of OP tank as it comes for armor. Even though it's a tier 7, you can see it's really hard for us to pen him. Only 3 shells of APCR left. But if they all come in, we're gonna clip him out, which is really nice. The capabilities of clipping in the tank is really nice. Even though we're using Pramo, we can still clip him out. Gonna shoot one more, and we're gonna finish him. No, we bounced, even if we were using APCR. But still, 3 kills, 2,143 damage dealt. Some spotting. Second class. 949 XP in this battle. We're gonna lose a lot of money probably in this game. We're gonna check. Yeah, even with the premium account we lost almost 15k because we used a lot of Pramo. As you can see, we paid over 35,000 credits for the ammunition. Another game will be another encounter battle, this time on OpenStat. And unfortunately we didn't manage to survive this battle, but still we do some decent damage. That's why I want to show you this battle. And in general, as you can see, we're just going to spot for our team. There's a nice bush here which we can use for spotting, and we're just gonna sit for a while here before we get the enemy spotted. Remember not to push too much in front too aggressively, because suddenly you are facing like 5 enemies at the same time, and you just gonna die. I know my team is on my back, so I decided to push a bit further. We got spotted, so we're just backing up. We're gonna reset our camo, and we're gonna just move forward, because we know probably there's no more targets available here. There's a lever on our right side. We don't have gun depression. That's the main problem with those Frenchies, that they don't have really much gun depression, so it's sometimes hard to put a shot in. I'm not reloading by now because we can see there's a cockroach here. We torched him, so it's all good. And in that shot, we made those 2 shots. We made 600 damage, which is all right. Our team is pushing, so we're just pushing with our team, still on the reload. So we're just going all the way around. At the same time, we're resetting our camo values, so it's all good. And it's very important to reset camo while you're in the light tank. We can clip out this lever. And there's a Stura mill, and we're just gonna get his side, block him, and gonna clear him. And we got the first kill. We're on the reload, so we're not gonna put out in the middle of a fight. We're just spotting here, going through the battlefield. Where are the targets? We can see 4 out of 5, which is okay. The lever is not paying attention to us, so we're gonna clear him out for the second kill. We can see there's a one-shot enemy, so we decided to just go here and try to clear the waffle, but the Borsig, but we didn't manage to reload on time. So now we're just resetting cap, and we're gonna try to clear the Tiger. We cleared him, but the Borsig hit us for 1000 damage, almost one hit us. That's the main problem, but he's the only one left, so we're gonna push him. We're gonna get around below his gun. He took one shot. We're gonna take one shot, unfortunately. We didn't manage to clear him. But still, he's a one shot now, so even HE shot from low caliber gun will finish him. And it's also 3 kills, 2260 damage, which is quite nice. Second class, Defender medal, 3 kills, 971 XP, some assistant damage. And as it comes for credits, as I told you, without a premium you would lose money. With a premium you still earn like over 13k credits, which is quite nice. And that's all for this episode. So see you again. Remember to subscribe. I will try to prevent you even more, I hope, useful info and useful techniques for you. I'm not the best player ever. I'm still learning, but I want to share my experience with you, so you can use my experience without just going through the open door. So that's all for today. Take care. Bye bye. Subscribe and catch you all on the battlefield.